Michelle Corfield is a woman who gets things done, a proud member of the Ts'uubaa-asatx First Nation in Lake Cowichan. She's a community leader, an educator, and an entrepreneur. Michelle Corfield is this week's Inspiring Island Woman. You may recognize her as the Liberal candidate in the Nanaimo Ladysmith riding in the last 3 federal elections. She's a respected treaty negotiator and fronts a successful consulting firm supporting First Nations through strategic planning and organizational development.
What I say is I solve wicked problems.
But what's top of mind right now for Michelle Corfield is cannabis.
Cannabis is a medicine. The cannabinoids that actually that plant produces have great medical purposes. And I believe that that needs to be explored and exploited. And I think people need to know more about it.
Michelle and her husband launched their business, BC Can, 5 years ago.
This is White Runts.
We're the only Indigenous processing and manufacturing facility in Canada solely owned by Indigenous people.
But the road has been long and rough.
We've owned this building for 5 years, waiting for the completion, waiting through all of the hoops to get to licensing so we can now actually start doing our business.
After getting Health Canada approval last week, Michelle says she hopes to launch operations by the end of the month, with the first shipments going out by the end of October.
When I think about Michelle, I think about strength, perseverance, and just incredible wisdom and insight and ambition. She is truly a woman that I think we all aspire to be.
Michelle is an accomplished professional and businesswoman, so why did she choose this path?
I got involved because of my grandma. My grandma would make medications, Indigenous medications. And so when you couple cannabis and cannabinoids with Indigenous medication, it actually is truly a miracle.
With her family connection guiding her, Michelle has forged her own path with determination and strength. She's the first in her family to pursue a post-secondary education, eventually earning a PhD in organizational leadership and management. She co-founded the only Indigenous Business and Leadership MBA program in the world at Simon Fraser University. There have since been 313 graduates.
I have this internal drive to do and be, to provide examples of opportunity and possibility and hope. And I think I've always had that, and I've always taken those risks.
In an effort to encourage other Indigenous entrepreneurs, particularly women, Michelle is co-hosting the Seeds to Sovereignty BC Indigenous Cannabis Conference.
At this conference, we're inviting lots of women, any individual that really has the passion and the interest in cannabis and can see the unique economic opportunity that moving into this space provides.
Carrying her heritage and her family with her, Michelle Corfield is a pioneer.
We have paved the way now. We have opened doors now. There's opportunities, and it's time for you to come. Get in this canoe and let's paddle together.
Laying the groundwork for her children, grandchildren, and others willing to take a risk and work hard to make their dreams come true. The Seeds to Sovereignty BC Indigenous Cannabis Conference takes place this weekend in Nanaimo.